Everything is working. So, hello, and welcome to the third and last part of my translation, my broadcast about Framework One. And in this episode, I will show how to create controller and the service. For now, what we have views, and we have a layout which wraps these views. So we have this layout, all these bootstrap things, and we have an inner page, but not much else. I would like to add some database interaction, and for doing this I would need more code, a bit more code. So controllers, sorry my English, controllers. This is code that controls execution of your application, not just one page to another, but also some additional actions that happens when page is called. When action is called, the main second, the view and the layout are executed, but we would need more complex actions than this, like accessing database or external servers, or checking some permissions or else. We cannot add it to the view because it will be wrong from architectural point of view. So let's add controller that will be acting like a traffic cop that will tell some action to happen. So, for example, if we need for our section, which is called main, in folder controllers, we need to create a file main CFC. This is a component, and inside this component we need to create a function default, the same name as your view default. So now Framework One, when action main second or main default is called, we'll try to find controller main, and inside this controller method default. Let's try. And also this controller receive request context, which is rc is URL and form scope together. Let's try to, and this where rc is a transport. Let's say it is a vehicle that transport variables from request to other components and eventually to the view. Let's see, rc title, for example, hello world. And this rc title will put to here, for example, in layout, this main layout, or for example in view I will add a h3 tag. Title does not exist. And what? And this happens because the changes in this controller is not picked up automatically. Yeah, now it's okay. So changes are picked up, and to have this automatically happen, I will now put some additional code. This is setting that will tell to reload application every time. So when we make changes here, it will be picked up automatically. So this is the second page. And the second, here again, let's try this. HC title. Yes. Yeah. So easy. Whatever you put into this controller will be executed, and if you use RC to transport data from controller to view, it will be just shown or used. Next, what about more complex case for example, we need access to database. So I have here some test database and for example users and some data here. Yeah, what can I get from this? How can I get this data to be shown? I can use a safe query, of course, but how to use it in Framework One? I could make here access code to access database directly, but I won't do this. Why? Because it will be again not correct from architectural point. We would need a service that will connect to database. So let's create this services folder, and inside this services folder we can create some service. For example, it will be just content ID. Oh, okay, user service, because it's will accessing user service. And here I will use tag notation. We can mix together and here will be functions. A function, of course, not components, a CF component. Okay, it's a function name get users. And inside this I will need data source, which I will say this data source test as far as I remember. So function name get users, and some query safe query name query users, and what we have here, it's test database. Users is a name of table, so just select from users. Yep. Interesting thing. We shouldn't instantiate this service manually, because Framework One is clever enough to just get this information from the application folders. It's a convention. The name of the services folder is the services, and for Framework One will just look for these services here. And here we just need to have a property user service, and here accesses through the system required. So service will be injected using a dependency injection mechanism of Framework One. So this is di1 dependency, and here we can use it. For example, on second page, like this, rc users will be variables user service get users, and this function of course should return this query. If return so select from users will show all the users. These are Padavans and Jedi masters, and then we will just show them these users on the second page, like cfdump for now. Well, let's go to second page. No. User service. No. Okay, maybe I did not configure di1 first. Model, okay, not services, models, okay, my fault. This name of the folder is model, not services, so we need to create a folder model and move services under this. Yep, that's it, should work. Data source test does not exist, okay, that's easy. Lucee, admin. We need to create data source. So data sources, and this test MySQL, localhost root, some password, very secret. Yep, test created. Ta-da! So we have now contents of the table here. So what I would wanted to show you is that to do any action besides showing the page, we need to use controller, which as a traffic cop, it will tell other services, other components to perform some actions and return the result of those actions into the request context. Request context, and this request context will be available to other components and eventually in the view. So, and the view will receive everything that is passed in this request context. So for now, I would like to stop like this, and I will show how to perform create, read, update, delete actions in the next video. So thank you for watching. Bye.